Today we're going to discuss Washington State and the various taxes that they have. My name is Toni Cameron with TLDR Accounting. We are a strategic tax and accounting firm. We work with therapists and other small business owners. Today we're going to discuss Washington State and the various taxes that they have. So if you've ever operated in Washington State, our tax system is a little weird compared to other states in the United States. So an example being our state excise tax, which is also called your state business and occupancy taxes, shortened to your B&O taxes. It's based on your gross revenue, and there aren't very many deductions. So it's not like your federal tax form where you have your income, you have your expenses, then you have your net income, and then you're taxed on that. With Washington State B&O tax, you are taxed on your gross income. It's a much smaller percentage, but it's done a little bit differently. In addition, you can end up paying this tax multiple times a year. So potentially you can be a monthly filer, a quarterly filer, or a yearly filer. So it's one of the things you need to keep track of is how often are you required to file. And every now and then they will send you a letter that says, hey, you were a yearly filer. For next year, you're going to be required to be a quarterly filer. Fun times. This is also the form that if you have to pay sales tax, that you report the sales tax that you've paid and you make your payments for those. Next on our list is your county taxes. These are normally if your business owns property, and so these are property taxes. They are due April 30th and October 31st. So if you own property, these are your property taxes. Now, we did Washington State. The next question is, what city are you in within Washington? Because a lot of our local cities also have a B&O tax. An example, Seattle itself. Seattle proper, you owe a B&O tax. Again, it could be monthly, quarterly, or yearly. And for that one, you just got to keep track on when you need to file and make sure that you do report your gross income on each of your tax returns that you do need to file with them. Now for your city taxes, they're changing the system. For the most part, it's through File Local. Great platform. That's where you file your local and city excise taxes. Now for Washington State, it's done on the Department of Revenue site. You should have a login for it. But both your state and local taxes can be filed online. The number one thing to remember is to make sure that you file them on time and that you make sure you make your payments. Hopefully you found this helpful. If so, subscribe to our YouTube channel.